Hi, and welcome to Bululu Wellness, your guide to well-being. Here, we simplify health with practical and easy-to-use tools to help you live a healthier life. Hi, friend. Welcome back to Bululu Wellness, where we explore the root causes of fatigue, inflammation, and burnout, and help you come back home to your energy, your rhythm, and your body. This is where we're rebuilding energy from the root, one episode at a time. Today's topic, movement as medicine. And no, I am not talking about burning calories. I'm talking about moving for your hormones, your nervous system, and your life. As a fitness instructor, movement is high priority in my life. I love moving, I love exercising, and I cannot even imagine a day without me moving. For years, I believed that movement only counted if I was sweating, sore, or tracking it. Believe me, I will go to those cycling classes, I will sweat so much, and I thought I achieved something major. The same thing happened when I was started to train with a trainer. If I wasn't feeling sore or sweaty at that time, then I would feel that my training session did not count. If it wasn't a HIIT class or lifting heavy, it wasn't real. But what I didn't know then was that my nervous system was maxed out. My hormones were out of balance. I didn't need more intensity. I needed intelligent movement. And friends, let me tell you, there were times that I would just wake up and had to teach a class, and I did not even have the energy to teach that class. That's when I started to check in with my labs and see what was going on. If you met me in the past, you know that I used to teach 2 to 3 classes, high intensity classes throughout the week, almost to the point that I would teach between 18 to 21 classes. Teaching at that level and under fueling pays a price into your hormones. And it did pay a price into my hormones because I started to check on those labs and I did see low vitamin D, low ferritin levels. But the one thing that impacted me the most is that when I was reviewing my labs with the naturopath, she knew that I knew what I needed to get done. The thing is, I was in denial because I loved teaching so much. I checked on my cortisol levels, and in fact, they were extremely high. And that's when I knew that I needed to make a decision in my life. This wake-up call was very important for me because that's when I started to shift the way I think about movement in my approach when I work with somebody. Now, whether I'm walking, dancing, or doing mobility work, I move to regulate, not to punish. Let me show you why this shift matters so much, especially for women. Movement isn't just about fitness, it's about cellular communication. When we move, we lower cortisol, especially with gentle, consistent movement like walking or yoga or stretches. We also increase insulin sensitivity, which helps our blood sugar regulate more easily. Also, we stimulate our lymph flow, which is our digestion and mental clarity. And we also reduce inflammation and support longevity. And here's something that we don't talk about enough. When we are constantly pushing our bodies, especially during high stress, we spike cortisol even more, leading to burnout. And that's exactly why I was feeling the way I was feeling. Because when I tested my cortisol levels, my cortisol were so high. I also was teaching a lot of my classes at night. Therefore, whenever I wanted to go to bed, even at 11 p.m. or 12 p.m., I was pretty wired. Living with high cortisol levels, especially if you're exercising excessively or just simply adding a lot of high intensity classes that last longer than 20 minutes is not good. You dysregulate a lot your blood sugars, but not only that, a lot of people don't see the results that they want to see. And you also start seeing a little bit of a gain weight, which is totally the opposite of what you want. So movement should meet our physiology, not fight it. Because I created this podcast to always leave you something that you can work on for the rest of the week, I want to leave you with this invitation this week. Move with intention. Not for calories, not for a number, for regulation, for longevity. Maybe you would like to try this. A 10-minute walk after meals, which will help you with blood sugar, digestion, and stress. Dancing to your favorite song or a song in the kitchen or living room, like I always do, for mood boosting and nervous system reset. And add 5 minutes of mobility or stretching before bed. That's it. That's the work. And over time, truly is healing. Okay, so let's review. My invitation to you is really move with intention. You choose however you want to move, but I want you to start your healing journey. If this episode reminded you to move with love, share with a friend. And of course, I'm always here supporting you reconnect your body and build sustainable energy. Follow me on Instagram for movement inspo and real life tips, and I will catch you next week. If you enjoy what you hear, subscribe and share it with someone who might need it. The more people join us, the closer we get to building a wellness community for everyone. Thank you for being here. Now let's navigate this bululu together. This podcast is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any condition or disease. If you need help, please seek professional care.